Hello, welcome back to a rather special team game, a 2v3 actually, from one of my viewers on YouTube, Sigmir, playing on Wonder HD account. And the two players they're playing against are actually Dench, pretty well known I think in the arena community, and Neman, who as far as I know is well known as Silver. So both players really strong compared to players like me, for example. I think Dench is playing on 2k plus level, not sure about Silver, 18, 1900 something, maybe Dench even on 2k1. Don't know about the other players, they seem to be 16 plus, 17 plus, something like that. And apparently Dench was playing 1v2s and lost them, so he said, yeah, let's go for 2v3. This might be fair, this might be an option. You can see here quick scouting from Vichita here, one of the players, and no laming. That's really nice to see. We have maybe the lame attempt. No, on the left hand side, all right, apparently. And one pocket Teutonic Knight 7 as the third player here, playing south against north. You can see here those bases are actually connected, which is sometimes not too nice to have, but it shouldn't be a big problem. Let's see about the games, about the game, about the maps, about the civilizations. I think they were picked, or maybe even picked by the two players here. Italians on the left flank with the main goal on the side, not too far forward here actually, but not too safe. Second gold pretty safe in the back, second stone safe in the back, the main stone on the side, which is the far side, it's safer. Forward here inside, getting the sheep in. There is one boar as well, second boar, first boar here. And I'm not sure about the golds. I guess that's one of the golds from Wonder HD. Let's say this one, a third gold, and I guess the other should belong to Dench then. Let's switch over to Dench. Can we do that? Yes. Dench with the third gold and forward, I guess. Main stone on the side here, main gold safe in the back, forward here inside, and that's also one of the goals from the two players. I think this belongs to Dench here, the second stone here as well. We have the main stone then for Neman, for Silva. I think I'm calling him Silva. I hope that's good, or maybe I stay with Neman. Neman, I'm not even sure how to pronounce his name. Main stone here with third gold forward outside, second stone on the right hand side outside, forward here inside as well, second gold safe in the back, main gold really safe in the back as well. So his map looking quite decent. We have Mayans here and Franks, which is a really nice Civ combination. Franks, very strong knights, and Mayans of course can go for plumed archers easily in Castle Age. And in Imperial Age we might see paladins, we might see elite eagle warriors, we might see a whole sort of unit compositions that we can get. I'm missing two more players. We have Vichita on the right hand side, right flank, playing as the Mongols in teal here, with Deer outside, which is not too nice for him. He's opening the walls to get them in, with a main gold on the side and too far forward, but not safe in the back. The main stone safe in the back though. The base is not really looking too big here, rather small for team game, and the extra berries are even outside. This is not completely walled. We have a third gold on the left hand side, second stone forward outside, and that's a third gold then, second gold, something like that, forward. And last but not least, pocket player, we have Teutonic Knight 7 playing as the Magyars here. And that's a nice pocket civ, because heavy cav archers and paladins are an option here. I think we should see a boom from him. He's got deer inside as well, a little bit of space to boom if he needs it, but the resource is quite far forward. Main gold forwardish, second and third gold forward outside, main stone forward, and the second stone is outside. It's good that he's pocket and not flanked, because if he was getting attacked, he might have a difficult time here. Now all the players still in Dark Age, of course, and I don't think we're gonna see a Thrush here. Neman, you can see luring the deer in, should get go for that second boar now, which he's doing. Of course, with the Mayans he's got more free food, and he did the loom upgrade. I guess at the start of the game makes sense. Not sure about it though. We've seen different approaches in that regard. And what else do we have? Anything special? What HPD? Sigmir, as I would call him. I guess that's how do you call this? Pronounce his name? I go with Sigmir. C-I-K. I'm going to lure the deer in. We don't see any play on stone yet. I think we could find, yeah, Mongols. Possibly, we should see the Mayans player go to stone later on. Wait, where's the main stone for him? Forwardish. And Franks, unlikely to see on stone. So maybe Mayans going with the castle, it's possible. But it's not going to be easy to do so, because even as the Mayans player, you need to boom a little bit in a 2v3, I guess at least. And you can see here Italian Sigma going for stone here, 2 villagers. And should send villagers to gold now. maybe too enough. Going for 29 pop-up. This is really late. Neman on the way to Feudal Age already. Let's start with him then. Where is Neman? It's here. Going with 24 pop only. This is really early, so no castle for the Mayans here. Instead, I guess what's going to happen here? It's not even gold. What is that build order? Does he want to sell wood to go up? He's got 700 wood in the bank, so it's possible. He's got a lot of food in the bank as well. Going with the mining camp now to take the main stone market blacksmith coming up. But a really strange build order here from Neman. I'm surprised to see this. Who else is up to Feudal Age? Teutonic Knight, the pocket here. Going with market blacksmith as well makes sense. And 25 population, 26 going up to 27 to castle age. That's okay, I guess. You can go with the boom here without too many problems. Doesn't need to go for barrack stable, so no problem. And we have Vegeta on the right hand side, upping to Feudal Age now. Is up there, going market blacksmith as well. Blacksmith coming up, and the market just next to it, so it's going for a pretty much natural wall off here with the buildings. Last but not least, no, it's not true. Actually, Dench upping to Feudal Age, going with the stable. That makes sense. Blacksmith 27 population, so 27 plus 2 to click up to Castle Age. And 1 HD now hitting the Castle Age, going with 4 villagers on stone in Dark Age. Market Blacksmith coming up means Dench is the only player to go with military units in Feudal Age. And we have 4 villagers on gold with 2 mining camps. That's surprising to me. 30 pop and housed. Going for a loom here. This should not happen, but it can happen, of course. Did forget to build a house here. Makes sense. That's something that would happen to me if I was playing, and would happen to me a lot, I guess. So, who do we go to? Let me go with Dench for now. He should go for a stable for scouts then, maybe. He's got 3 military units, I guess 2 scouts. Let's see. What can they see about the map? He doesn't have the cartography upgrade. I think it's for free, right? On World of Kingdoms. I haven't played Team Games for quite some time. We should be able to find out about that. I'm on the way to Castle Age. Maybe they need to click it, but I think it's for free. Shouldn't cost anything. And scouting for the other players, yeah, that there you can see that's the cartography upgrade research, and Castle Age coming up for one as well. We have a lot of vision here. They can see the walls. They can see the players are connected. So you know pretty much everything about the maps there is to know. And I want to see who is doing what. How aggressive is this game gonna get? Start with the pocket here. TC coming up on the main stone. TC coming up on the wood line. That's 2 extra TCs. That's a lot of wood for farms. And there's already 9 farms up and running. Plus more farms coming up, of course. This is pure boom, and this might be very decisive in this game because Maga's pocket should be strong here, should be decent at least, and can of course help out the other players. Now a little bit of a scout fight, but it's not a good idea for Teutonic to take that fight because there's 2 scouts from Dench. Dench going with the TC on the main gold and the wood line here, and another TC on the main stone. Not going for the wood line, instead wants to have a lot of space for farms around, I guess. And of course Teutonic Knights is losing the scout. We have an Eagle Scout for Neman still going around. Neman probably going 3 TCs as well. One on the wood line, on that small thin wood line, but on the main gold, and another TC on the wood line in the back here. Got a monastery to maybe get some relics. A few idle villagers on the barracks. This should not happen, but he's fighting them immediately. And what else do we see for Wonder? For 1 HD, we have a castle coming up at home behind the market and blacksmith, and this could be a pretty fast Imperial Age time approach. Of course, Italians up faster, they up cheaper, which that's what I mean by faster. Castle is up, and he could buy some food, try to click his way up to Imperial Age. He's got a good amount of farms up, but no extra TCs. Dench saying yes, not sure about what he's saying yes here. Doesn't know. Outpost coming up, and that spear is just patrolling. I think Dench might even know what's happening here. Not sure about it. And with a lot of farms up, those 3 TCs should be running without any problems. He might go for 4 TCs. He's on stone with a few villagers. Or maybe he bought some stone. That's TC number 4 actually coming up before 20 minutes. It's getting started and get it started on. But Teutonic Knights is ahead on the villager number 51, going for TC number 4 as well on the main gold. And got a lot of farms up. This is looking like a decent boom here, like a good boom. So you would expect from my, I guess, 1600-1700 players, something like that. And you can see Vegeta walling off. A second layer of wall coming in just in case. What is Neman doing here? He's going with the castle now. He went to stone in early Feudal Age. early Castle Age? Not sure. I think in early Feudal Age. And with the 3 TCs, now he needs to switch to stone. He wants to get those plumed archers out, or at least go for a castle for trebuchets later on. He's also trying to collect some relics. He's got one of those relics. Can he go for the second relic as well? There is the Eagle Scout around, but also the Scout Cavalry from Vegeta, from the Mongols player. He cannot take the fight, really. Castle going up soon, and the monk is getting the second relic and possibly the third relic as well. I don't think anybody else is going for a monastery here. Vegeta finishing his wall off pretty much. And he's got 1, 2, 3 TCs also up and running. He's on stone, probably wants to go for Mangadai later on. And you can see Dench now going to attack the enemy pocket, and that's a pretty nice idea because he knows Mega's pocket, score lead, and good population. So maybe let's try to stop this free boom and try to go for some damage. What is Wonder planning to do here? He's got a good amount of resources. He's going with, ooh, nice, generous crossbowman, fletching down to petards to open the walls, and a mangonel behind that just in case. So looks like against that forward from Dench, Vegeta and Wonder HD is going to counter this using generous crossbowman and the petards. But does he know about Dench's map? Not too much. So he's going into the blind. He knows about the stable. He knows that scouts might be around, but he's not moving forward. He's waiting for the villagers to be able to build a second castle inside the base. Wonder should be able to click up to Imperial Age anytime now. He just needs to buy a little bit of food, and he will be up there. It's a slow approach, going in just before 25 minutes. He could have gone earlier, but this could do the damage here. Let's see how Dench is going to react. 2 mangonels coming out from the siege workshop and going for a knight as well. But the villagers are starting to build that castle, and this might be trouble here because 2 mangonels now attacking the 4 TC. The mangonels looking good, counter mangonel coming in, and Dench will be really busy defending against this castle inside his base. There's the mangonel coming out and losing it 1 for 1, but that's good for Wonder because he should be able to get that castle up now 60%. He's still got those Chinese crossbow, and look at this, Dench was able to actually re-wall here, sacrificing a villager or 2, but the castle is going up, and I think the mangonel is coming in too late. Counter castle coming up from Dench as well. The thing is, Wonder is on the way to Imperial Age. Neman also on the way to Imp a little bit later, and with this TC going Imp, we might see early trebuchets. The siege workshop also coming up inside that mangonel. Did it drop out? I think it got cancelled even, which is probably a good idea. On the other side, we have 2 mangonels dying. I think for 1 here from Teutonic Knight, who should go up to Imp as well, missing only a little bit of gold. Just use 1 gold for bloodlines, but think upping to Imp might not be the worst idea. Going for stables here, we might see Cavalier and Paladin really soon. On the right hand side, Imperial Age coming in from Vegeta was booming as well, was booming, still going for a lot of villages. He's got an occasional amount of stone, no castle, no. Castle coming up on the left hand side, trying to also guard that second stone, at least a little bit. And I think the most important part is here where generous crossbow production is continuing, and Wonder should have enough gold to get trebuchets out. He's got a lot of food in the bank now. Yeah, those farms are producing obviously, and he doesn't really need a lot of food. +2 is done, +1 defense as well. And we have Mangonel inside University also coming up for ballistics, for chemistry possibly. And Dench only now on the way up to Imperial Age, with Wheelbarrow coming in very, very late. I am a little bit disappointed to see that. Military wise, this is looking good. How is Neman looking? He's got 1, 2 castles up, and he will of course address this castle. He should be able to take it down soon with double castle production as well. We have 1, 2 castles from Wonder, but only 1 castle producing a trebuchet. The other not going to. This is maybe a little bit of a mistake. Only 1 mangonel, but it should be enough here. Is Dench going for rams? Yeah, 2 +1 battering rams on the way to Scale Burning Hammer coming in, on the way to Imperial Age. Trebuchet coming out here, 1 trap, 2nd trap. Yes, that's good. That's what we want to see here. Demon is housed on 110. And a 2nd castle on the left hand side, Mangadai, elite Mangadai upgrade coming in just before 30-minute click. Very, very important upgrade. And those elite Mangadai might be really, really dangerous later on. Castle coming up on the left, where that forward is pretty much getting cleared off. And Imperial Age just being reached by Teutonic Knight, who will probably go for a Cavalier and Paladin. He should go for Knight production. And it's got decent amount of resources in the bank. The Knights +4 attack, of course, for free, and a +2 defense stun. Cavalier on the way. How's the Trebuchet war looking? It's 2 Trebuchets attacking Nemen's castle, Dench's castle against the 1 trap, plus a second attacking the castle from Silver from Wonder here. And Nemen using the plumed archers to try and take down the mangonel. Yeah, that was good. Trebuchet might go down fast here. That ram should be able to take down the trap, but there's a lot of those Chinese crossbowmen, and the 3 rams that are left should not be able to take down the castle. It will be the Trebuchets that are doing the major damage. We have 2 men coming ballistics, Nemen, everything but elite plumed archer and defensive upgrade, so he's on a good way here. Castle going down for Wonder, who's got bombard cannons behind that. Castle from Dench also falling, this is very important, and now those knights have are facing a good counter unit, which is the Chinese crossbowmen. The plumed archers should be decent, should be okay-ish here, and we will see Cavaliers, soon to be paladins on the map. 3rd castle coming up, elite Mangodai done. Missing bloodlines, missing probably a lot of upgrades. Something coming in, bloodlines coming in here. That forward is getting cleared, and while Wonder is keeping both players busy, actually, pretty much, we can see that Titanic Knights and Vegeta are actually going to pressure Nemen here, who is in the score lead, but only for his team, and not in total. The Chinese crossbowmen should be able to take that fight. Trebuchet is still hitting TC's mining camp now, and Dench doesn't have an easy game here. 128 population for him, but Titanic Knights on 135 villagers, that's 150 plus pop. Actually, there's a 3rd castle, didn't even see that, but it's also going down to the Trebuchets, only 1 trap remaining, and Wonder has to go back. I think he should go for TCs now and try to survive. Nemen has a lot of resources in the bank, which he's not using, and look at this, there is the push coming in. That's the most difficult part, transitioning from castle to Imperial Age, and at the same time try to get your army and your economy going. Looks like Nemen was not able to get a lot of army here. It's only 20 military units. He's sitting on 3k5, 4k5, like 5k resources, and cannot really use a lot. He's losing the castle to trebuchets here, and he is producing elite plumed archers, but how many? That's the problem. And I think he needed to go for eagle warriors as well at the same time. It looks like he wasn't able to do that, and now he's facing elite Mangodai and cavalier, soon to be paladins. Very important to see. He needs to go for pikemen immediately. He can see the paladin cavalier coming in from Dench, who might go for pikeman halberdier. University getting attacked, and the 2 bombard cannons hitting the trebuchets from Nemen, who is busy on the right hand side of his own base. Elite plumed archers trying to defend here, but now even Magyars coming in, and that could be really funny. Paladins fully upgraded for the Magyars. Very important to see. Yeah, the stables obviously running faster than the overlay. Dench also going paladins, but the 3 players here, the 3 lower players, have the momentum going, and they are attacking. In the meantime, only houses in the middle, that's not really a forward, and if one of the players is going for cap rams, so houses might be dying fast, and then we might even see Dench getting housed here. The bombard cannons hitting the TCs. I like the approach with the bombard cannons, I'm honest there. It looks like the Chinese crossbow plus bombard cannon is helping a lot to put at least some pressure on the left hand side, and I'm not sure how to defend against this Paladin Mangodai combination. Paladins for Dench still getting research, so they need to go back here. The 3 trebuchets still hitting everything, and the castle is under attack already. I think those traps need to get packed. Elite Mangodai should be almost fully upgraded. Husbandry coming in for Vegeta. Dench getting Blast Furnace and a Paladin upgrade, but it doesn't have a lot of those Palas, or now Cavalier. And those 2 trebuchets are still not really doing a lot. Bombard cannons moving forward. The Chinese crossbowmen behind that, 6+4, of course, full attack upgrades. Missing the Elite Chinese crossbowmen, it's not a big problem here. And look at this, the right hand side. Elite Mangodai and Paladin looking good. Trebuchets hitting the castles. This is looking difficult to come back from, and the score says a lot here. You're in the team score lead, and you have 1 more player as well. So we have a very, very difficult fight for the 2 players here, Nemen and Dench. They are the better players from the rating, but winning 2 against 3 is very hard to do, especially on Arena. Not even sure, is that a 4 or 6 player map size? I don't think there is 5 players. The Paladins now moving in, taking down pretty much everything. The Chinese crossbow crossbowman dying, the bombard cannon is going on, but there's another castle up, and still production going. Actually, Wonder could produce from 2 castles, he could go for 1 more castle as well. He's trying to cover these goals, and finally clearing up the left hand side, but on the right hand side, Neman is losing pretty much everything here. Paladins moving into the wood line. Ooh, this might be difficult to come back from. 85 villagers for now for the mains, but those numbers will be dropping. Even Light Cav coming in, soon to be Hussars from Vegeta, and Mongols Light Cav are strong. Mongols Hussar have the highest HP of any Hussar in the game, I think. Of course, the elite Mega Hussar is stronger, but that's a unique unit. And 4 trebuchets, 3 of them remaining, 4 of them all hitting that castle, and Elite Mangudai and Paladins still doing damage. Look at this, the Paladins surrounding the Elite Plumed Archers, Elite Mangudai helping out here, and Dench cannot go for a counterattack because he's busy defending. He's going for 2 stables now, creating Paladins here, trying to do some damage here, trying to raid. A lot of idols here actually for Teutonic Knight, but he has 52 military units and he's doing the damage in Neman's base. Dench and Neman though in the team score lead, which is interesting. Castle down, and that means Neman is without castles, and he's got 1 more left on the left hand side here, producing Elite Plumed Archers, but the military numbers looking a lot better for our lower rated team with the 3 players, and the Paladin fight might even go in favor of Teutonic Knight here with the Magyar Paladins. We have a few Paladins trying to raid, but it's not a big problem here. Also, 1 relic at least is got one of those. Neman got 4 relics, which is impressive to see in the team game. Siege workshops now coming up, 5 of them. Are we gonna see Mongol siege rams with drill maybe? The Mongol Ferraris, 185 and population blocked. I think they should go for a trade. What about give us an AI? Interesting. I would love to see them play with a Barbarian on, let's say, hard level. Yeah, you need Barbarian. There it is. Looks like Dench and Neman are giving up here. Chi-Chi will play it. There's the Chi-Chi. Very interesting game. Nice approach with the fast imp and attack on Dench here. That bought the other players the time that they needed to actually be able to boom. Neman could have gone aggressive in Castle Age with the Mayans and just boom behind that, I guess, but it's not easy to do. And then again, this base from Vegeta was pretty much completely walled here. So a nice approach from our lower rated team here with the 3 players. Hope you enjoyed this game. I have another one coming. I think it's another 2v3. So see you there. See you in the next games. GG.